guys, and welcome back to another video. Now today I'm in basically what would be called my second home. I'm of course in BMW Park Lane. Now first things first, you guys have got to check them out because not only are they showing me a lot of love recently, but they've got a dog in here, but they've got some ridiculous deals. You know that I am a stickler when it comes to deals, finance deals, all that kind of stuff. You need to check them out. So here's their Instagram, go and check them out on here. Yep, check them out, go on, see BMW Park Lane and see the kind of cool things that they're getting up to, and some maybe some giveaways coming in soon as well. I don't know if they're giving away a car, but there'll be some cool things happening. Now, I digress. I'm here today to collect something again. That's right, again. And I will be back here again next week to collect some other stuff, but more on that a little bit later on in the video. So I'm obviously here at BMW Park Lane, as I mentioned. Have I mentioned it? I'm at BMW Park Lane.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm here at BMW Park Lane to collect something a little bit fun that I can use now that the weather is getting nice. So there's a little bit of a clue. I'll probably give it away in the title already anyway. But before we go ahead, first of all, we have hit 40,000. Yay! We've hit 40,000 subscribers, and we've surpassed that as well. We've gone really quickly. So thanks a lot to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the new subscribers. There's a mix of car content here, there's a mix of property content here, there's a mix of all sorts of stuff, so hopefully you're going to enjoy it. Let's go down into BMW's little lair in a second, where James is going to hand over the car to me to enjoy for a little period of time. Cool? Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, we are down here now, of course in BMW's lair at Park Lane, which it's becoming a familiar place to me as well, and they're giving me the keys. So any guesses what it is? Any last guesses? I feel like I've put it as the title of the video as well, so there's not going to be any guesses, but if not, comment down below. But let's see, I'm picking up the new Z4. Let me take you through a little bit of the spec on this car as well, because it looks incredible. Now of course it's the Anishvin spec, because it is black on black on black with a light whitish oyster interior. So many cars around here, so we're just dodging around them. But as you can see here, beautiful black with these LED lights, and the new Z4 look really, really good as well. The front grille is blacked out, even the wing mirrors, everything's all blacked out. We've got these kind of nice diamond alloys here as well that look really, really good with the blue brake calipers, really, really nice. So this is by the way, this is the BMW Z4 30i, which has about 258 brake horsepower. The 0 to 60 time is actually just over 5 seconds, so it's pretty fast. Of course, it is a convertible, a beautiful convertible, so hopefully the sun stays out for the weekend for me to enjoy this car. Let me know as well in the comments, what do you think of this car? Do you think it looks nice? I think it looks amazing. Not a big fan of Z4, but this really, really does look good. A cool kind of spoiler here that's built in, so it's not like a fixed on spoiler, it's built into the car there. It looks amazing. We're gonna get it out, take it for a little bit of a drive, but yeah, what do we think of the spec? Do we like the interior as well? Let's pop open the door here. Interior, this nice, as I said, oyster, I think it is interior. So my kind of spec, obviously, lighter interior, nice M Sport badges here on the kick plates as well. Looking really good. And of course we've got the full electronic dash as well, like we have with the 3 Series as well that I had as well. So yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram as well. If you did not see that 3 Series, Instagram's going to pop up here on the screen. Go follow me there and you'll see the 3 Series that I also got from BMW Park Lane. Now, let's take this car out up a narrow bit. I'm not going to drive it, James is going to drive it. He's going to take it up to narrow thing. We'll try and film as much as we can because it is really, really narrow down here. But let's get this into the sun, take it for a little bit of a drive. Okay guys, so we're in the interior now of the Z4. The roof is up and as you can see, there's a little bit of rain, but don't worry, I've checked the weather. It is a passing cloud. I've talked to him upstairs. He says, don't worry, we're gonna sort you out with some sun a little bit later on. So we're gonna get some nice shots from the outside when it's on the road and things like that. Outside of London, not in London. Terrible place to do it. But lovely interior. First impressions, look, I'm not the tallest person in the world, but look at this headroom that's up here. I think this is really good for a car that's a convertible essentially, and what I thought was a really kind of short, boxy little car. Interior is amazing. As you can see here, what they've done is they've basically taken this whole central space that used to have little things on it and made it a complete electronic dash as well here. And then it continues obviously all into this section here in front of me as well. As you can see here, the welcome section, which of course is a touch screen as well, and you can see all the details there. Really good, honestly. I can't talk about this enough. They are amazing in comparison to honestly to Mercedes, who you guys know that I love. And since driving around in a few of these new BMWs, I realized how dated some of the stuff is in my S-Class, which is a little bit annoying, but it's okay. Love this interior. I love a light interior. And of course here we have the Oyster, I think it is Oyster seats, and very comfy seats that have this kind of nice sporty feel to it with a bit of a nice stitching, slightly contrasted with the piping going around as well. And like I said, lots of room. Initially, I thought these cars were really small and cramped, but BMW have done a pretty good job. Visibility, obviously not right now is that great, but otherwise, quite clear out the back. I can see through the rearview mirror quite clearly. Very impressed on the first impressions. So, and I've heard it rev a little bit as well, it's quite loud. So, I'm actually waiting for a phone call now for a video that you guys are gonna see after this, hopefully on Wednesday. So, make sure you're subscribed. Let's just say, I'm buying a car in auction, hopefully if this call goes well. So make sure you're subscribed and you've got the bell turned on for that, because that's going to be an interesting video. I've not seen the car. Let's just say that, okay? I'll leave that for Wednesday's video. Make sure you're subscribed, watch that video. This is going to be interesting. So let's go for a little bit of drive in this car and tell you a little bit more about it. I'm not going to get wet.
This is going to be a great idea.
Yeah, you can even hear the rain under the tires of other cars. Wow, that is quick. That is really quick. Should we go for a little bit of a drive? Yeah. So we're going to take it into a little bit more of a relaxed setting so we can get out of the car and not be pressured by traffic wardens on a Saturday in London. Left, right, straight? I'm going to go straight. Ooh.
It's got a little tone to it.
Interesting. I feel like they've put it into a bit of sport mode. Oh, and it's got a little tail kick as well.
You got a little kick there.
It's got a little bit, I mean it is obviously wet, but this is very interesting. Very interesting. And very comfy.
Very comfy.
Very comfy. Just ignore Google Maps. I don't know what's going on with Google Maps these days. It's just having a total spaz out all the time. Pull the equivalent of what would be a U-turn. I'm actually a little bit scared to put my foot down because I feel like it's going to kick out. Wow, it's like this kind of like overrun turbo kind of zing noise at the same time. Oh yes. Oh yeah, it's definitely got a kick. So I need to calm down. Okay, yeah, we're gonna take this to, where are we gonna go? Regent Circle. We're gonna go to Regent Circle, the inner circle, have some fun with it. Oh, it's got a little crackle and pop as well. Okay, I'll stop talking.
I don't know how awkward that's gonna be, but
quite an expensive selfie stick that is.
Yeah, if I drop this, it's not a good idea. No.
Is actually freezing. We've made the wrong decision by putting the roof down. Thank you, Blue, for that. Let's put that on high temperature. We're not being very eco-friendly here though, are we? Because we've got like a petrol car with the heat up and the roof on. How are we doing, folks? We are now in the beautiful sun. Perfect, because I've got a Roadster, a convertible. The last one I had was what, the Portofino, I think? But it's a little bit different, maybe not as powerful. But let me say something, it sounds pretty amazing. We'll have a little rev in a second, don't worry. But now that we're in the sun, I can show you the car a lot better. So as you can see, black on black on black on black, exactly what I would have spec-wise, literally. I like these wheels as well, these kind of diamond cut turned wheels. So you've got the polished against the black as well, which looks amazing. Blue calipers always look really good. Let's walk around the back of the car and have a look at it from this angle. I don't know, are you guys a fan of the Z4? Because I am not a fan of the Z4, any of the previous models at all. Some of the really older ones are actually increasing a little bit in value, which is interesting. This is amazing. So as you can see here, it's a Z430i. I told you earlier we've got about 258 brake horsepower. I've been told that the 0 to 60 is about 5.4 seconds. I think me and Blue can confirm in our little journey that I don't think this is 5 seconds. I think this is a bit less.
Feels way faster than that.
So in sport mode, this thing is nimble around town, which is amazing. Really fast, surprisingly comfy. The design cues, I think they've got it spot on. So of course the dual exhaust looks fantastic. I like that kind of light down there as well, which looks kind of cool. And down at this angle, you can see these kind of canards, I'd say, on the side, on the left and the right, where they've got the reflectors, which almost looks like it's channeling air around the car to help it in some sort of aero even though I don't think it is. As I said earlier, look at this spoiler at the back here. So built into the car, obviously this is not just an added on spoiler. I would probably maybe debadge it a little bit because I feel we've got a bit too much going on here with the 5-drive and all that kind of stuff there as well. And I don't know what 5-drive is. Do you know what it is, Blue? I know what X-drive is, but I don't know. People, comment below, what's 5-drive? I have no clue whatsoever. We've got a soft top. This is not a hard top convertible, okay, here. So we've got a screen at the back here, which is solid, of course. But then this is, of course, a soft top. It hasn't leaked, I can confirm, in the rain, so it's all good.
And hail.
Yes, and hail as well. It hailed as well. So we've been challenged, but the sun is now out. As you guys know from my amazing reviews of cars, that actually that side of the car and this side of the car are identical. So they've done it well here on a BMW. But let's check out the side a little bit here as well, which is flow that goes around as well. So you've got these kind of like canards that almost look like they're trying to cool the brakes or something. And then lastly, we're going to look at the car from the front, which a few people, and I've posted this on Instagram, like I told you, go and follow me on Instagram. It's going to be up here on the screen. Blue's going to put it here, because a lot of people have been commenting about what they think about the styling of this car. Some people have said Supra. Can you see Supra? Maybe the new Supra a little bit, but not so much. I can see it in terms of like it's a pocket rocket car, but I don't know, from this angle with the blacked out grille, and let's check out that grille here, because I think this has got like a new kind of, they call it a honeycomb, I think, effect. So a new grille on the front there, and just these lower lips that kind of, yeah, stick out, that look really good, and these lights that now kind of draw back onto the car. As you see, they kind of pull back onto it as well, which gives it that longer, kind of sleeker look. And I think that was the problem with the previous Z4s, that they just looked a bit too short. So when you see this, as we stand around to this side, I feel like we are on the road here. But yeah, as you can see it from the side now here, the car further back, it does look a little bit longer. Lights, something a little bit similar to some Mercedes maybe, with that swooping light at the top there. I don't know, but like I said, let me know in the comments, what do you think? I'm really interested to know what you think of this car, because it's pretty cool. Now, of course, what are we going to do? Take the roof off, right? Right, let's take the roof off. Unlock the car. As you can see, the keys pretty standard here, like the other keys as well. So we'll unlock that. I will jump into the car. I'll leave the door open for you. Actually, no, let's close it. It's more cinematic that way, isn't it? Let's close it. I'm going to sit on my phones and my wallet. Jump in. So start button is obviously down here in the center bit. I'm going to switch that on. And Blue's going to walk back. And then we're going to put the roof down. It is very quick, right? Ready, steady, go. That's it, it's done. I would say that's pretty quick. I don't know, I didn't really count myself, but I would say about 10 seconds, 12 seconds, something like that. Did you say? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, the time on the screen said it as well. Yeah, looks good. And now the sun is shining on us. It's fantastic. We've got a little wind deflector here if we want to, which we can just kind of slot in. So apparently we should put that in if we do go for a little bit of a drive. So let me jump out and do that. Apparently it's here somewhere. Yeah, it is. So we just pop that out of here, and it literally just, I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh no, I think it's gonna be this way. This is gonna be interesting. Let's see, does it slide in there? I feel like it's too short. No. There you go. I feel like I'm going to break it.
Do you want some help?
From who, Blue? Are you going to help me? You're holding the camera.
We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll be back shortly.
We'll commercial break.
Yeah. There we go. I've done it. Ta-da. So there's a little wind deflector there as well. Let's see what we think it looks like now with the roof down. What do we think? I think that looks good. I think that looks really, really good. I'm actually genuinely surprised. Does the rear remind somebody a bit of like the 6 Series a little bit as well? I don't know if it's just me with that kind of boot, that rear end. I just love how it's no longer, like I said, kind of just short and squashed in.
It looks like a mini GTS to me.
True. Should we give it a bit of a rev?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool. Let me jump in. Let's put it in sport. Car's warm, I've had it on, so don't worry. Okay. So I think, hopefully, you could hear there a little bit of a crackle and a pop, more so when I'm properly revving it and driving it, but as I said, it's a very new car, so I don't want to labour the engine at all. Oh, practical stuff, Blue. Oh, okay. Right, there we go, boot. So there's Blue bag in there. Blue bag? Blue's bag is in there. So you can see space-wise. No, I'm not getting in before you say. No, I'm not going to get in. No,
right.
no, I'm not getting in. As you can see here, it's not too bad. I'm basically getting in, but yeah, it's not too bad. And I think it's got like a little box there on that side, which means you can kind of slide things through. I feel like sometimes I talk, but I don't really know what I'm saying. I think, yeah, it's a little box through there, so I think something can slide, although it's blocked on the other side, so I don't think so. Somebody who knows more about this car should probably be talking about it. There we go. There is the boot. The BMW Z4. Now, in the next video, you're going to see something pretty crazy. Talked about it a little bit earlier as well, so make sure you subscribe for that. Should we go for a little bit of a spin and then wrap things up?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's go.
Anish, what are you doing?
I lost my phone. I went a bit too fast. That's one thing about this car. There's not much space. There's not much space to put your phone around here. Like if I show you, you kind of got this middle central bit, which is like a cup holder section here, and then you can put one phone there at the front, which is cool because it's got wireless charging. But what about people who've got two phones?
It's not meant for them, is it?
Yeah, but I mean, come on, BMW. Actually, I should be in the modern age because you can get like dual SIM phones, can't you? Should really think about that. Now let's go for that actual drive. So guys, here we are driving the BMW Z4 in a nice little bit of sun now with the roof down, getting chased by a couple of cyclists. Only 5 miles an hour here, but they're going too fast. So, how does this car drive? Just kind of my first initial impressions. Nimble as hell. It is so like kind of just responsive on the steering wheel, and of course that's because it's a very small car, but otherwise just a really nice comfortable drive. I'm in comfort mode right now. It has all the nice mod cons that we all know about, of course, as well with the BMW. Massive improvements here with the screens and everything that I've kind of talked about already, but just the actual driving feel is just super comfy and super nice. You don't feel like the car's too small, but when you're kind of like angling it on the steering or doing some sort of like a U-turn or 3-point turn, you feel like the car is really small, which is really useful. So it's got the best of both worlds. In terms of the gearbox itself, fantastic. I mean, all of these new cars now, there's not much more that you can say about how much better it's going to get. The gear shifts are so smooth. Yes, if we do put this into sport, it does make a little bit of noise. And it's got a little bit of noise, and it's got this overrun crackle as well, which is really nice. And of course, when the roof is off, I don't know what else there is to say. Blue, how are you finding it? Comfortable?
I find this quite nice and spacious. Yeah,
yes, spacious. Exactly what you said. Now, when the roof's off, it's even better. Sorry, I shouldn't take my hands off the wheel. Yeah, when the roof's off, it's even better, of course. But otherwise, there's so much space here. This cockpit is really wide. I've sat in saloon cars that I think we were closer together, right? Taking back to the 720S, right? That's a tiny little baby supercar. You're like right next to the person when you're sitting in that car. Whereas this, ample amounts of room. Visibility is incredible, of course, when the roof's up and when the roof's down. As we already talked about, when you do put the roof up as well, you can do it when you're driving at these speeds. So I'm currently going at about 10-15 miles an hour. I'll press this button and the roof should close. Yep, it's not telling me to slow down or anything. Let's increase the speed. Still going. I'm over 20 miles an hour now. And as you can see there, still working. And it's so quick, that's it. The roof is done. That is it. It's really that quick. And it's so easy to do while you're driving. Easily, whether you're stopped somewhere or not. Let the beautiful air come in and the sun. That's it. Roof done. Really good. So honestly, I can, in my short little driving, I'm going to drive it for at least the rest of the weekend. I don't know. Do you think I should buy this car? It's really weird. I know I'm just going to collect it. I know BMW Park Lane are very, very kind to me in terms of loaning it, but the older car, and not in a bad way, used to be more towards a girlier audience, so a more female audience. This one could definitely appeal, especially in this spec. Black, black, black. I love it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please let me know. Are there any other cars you want to see me take out from BMW Park Lane, or anything else in particular as well? Let me know. You know what to do. It's time to like. It's time to subscribe if you're not. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in what's going to be a crazy, crazy rollout of a few videos coming this week. So trust me, if you're missing it, I don't know what's wrong with you. I really don't know. Anyway, goodbye from me. Sport mode. I already was in sport mode. Goodbye from me.